create, relate, erase the hate. Our memories, these things we make. Each stitch we take our time. We take each word, we make them rhyme. We on, we off, these floss, we fraud. 2 men that's all, to walk the dog. We tune, we zoom, the room, the loom, the birds, the boughs, the stars, the moon.
Hi guys, welcome to Stitching It. My name is Stephanie and this channel is all about cross stitching and diamond painting. And I'm coming to you today with an update on my current projects. My works in progress is what we call it in the crafting community, and we call them whips, you know, and any kinds of, you know, new starts or finishes I share in these videos, and I try to do them every month or so. So and then in between that I try to put some other kind of interesting video that I think would be helpful or creative, like a tutorial or an unboxing or some other kind of video that could be set to music. So like I said, today is going to be an update video, and you know, it's the last day of September, so we're into the fall season, and I've had a chance to really start to enjoy some of my fall projects. Not only I was able to put some stuff out for display, you know, it's kind of fun as a cross stitcher now that I've been doing it for I don't know, 7 or 8 years, I guess. It was 2013 when I got my first project. Okay, so that's almost 10 years, yeah. So but anyway, now that I have more and more gradually seasonal decor, you know, I can pull it out every year and decorate the house, and it's really, really nice. So I'm totally looking forward to Christmas, but fall is definitely my next favorite season to decorate for, so I've got a few fall projects going, and that's what I want to show you. So the first one that I want to show you, just to get started, you know, is one of the new LindyStitches pieces. I really, really love her cross stitch design, not just, you know, her aesthetic, and I've managed to stitch a LindyStitch project, finish one every year for the last 4 years, and I think I've been really successful at that because they're not huge projects, you know. Even though normally I'm attracted to like big size projects, the LindyStitches projects aren't very big, and they're not incredibly complicated, and she has just the right amount of silks and fancy floss and opportunities to get fancy with your fabric if you like, but it's also basic enough that, well, it's basically, you know, it's easy enough for me to complete instead of just attempt to stitch. So this is one that she just put out called Bury Me With My Needle. Okay, I'll put a picture of that. It's kind of funny. I showed it to my 5-year-old, and she even gets it. She thinks it's kind of funny, and it's sort of macabre, but not really. It's kind of silly. And yeah, the saying on there, bury me with my needle and some linen in my hand, for I would not be idle when I reach the promised land. I love those cute little verses like that. And I decided I had a piece of 40 count gingery from Hand Dyed Happiness that I thought would be perfect for it. And this is working up pretty fast for the amount of time that I put into it. But you know, it's pretty long and narrow. I'll get up here because, let's see now. There we go. So this fabric is really pretty modeled, and I'm planning to do it all in silks that I have. So I'm using black silk for Silks for You, and I think this is a Mrs. Sadas silk in the aquamarine color. And let's see now, this one I just started the contrast in the other flower. This sort of an orangey red, and that, I don't remember what color. I think it's called like fish pepper or something. It's an HDF hand dyed So hand-dyed fabrics from Vicky Clayton. So that's what I've got so far. That's my newest. Actually, it's not my newest start, but I've already finished a LindyStitches piece this year. So I don't know if I'll finish this one this year. Maybe put it off to next year, you know. But this is another piece that I was working on as the fall has drawn nearer. And this is, you know, because it's monochromatic. And what I really like about monochromatic stitching, I tend to work on something monochromatic, and I do mean like black, basically. You know, I do have one of those on the go pretty much all the time. So this is one that I started, I don't remember when, it was earlier this year. It's Embroidery, their black vintage sampler. And this is going to be on 18 count sterling Aida. And I got some more progress done on that. I'd have to check Pattern Keeper exactly where I'm at. But I just finished one skein. Like this thread right here is from the newest part of my second skein. Okay? Let me just explain what. So I'm planning to do it all in black in the Embroidery. I think it's called Salt and Pepper. I'm not sure. But it is the called for threads. Okay? And they sent 9 skeins, okay? Well, let me see. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, and then I finished the 9th. Okay, so it came with 9 skeins for 36 count with 2 strands. And I did make a big mistake in the first skein, and I shredded almost a whole length of floss. So, but I did the math. I multiplied it out, and I'm going to be very, very, very close to running out of thread, as far as I know, to finish, to get to 100% of the stitches. Does that make sense? So I started putting out feelers on Instagram to see if there was something I don't really like. I didn't put up a lamp today. I'm just using the overhead light because I wanted to see how that looked, and it's not giving me, I mean, it's just kind of shadowy, and it's not showing me really good color that I'm used to. So anyway, the sterling has bluish green hints to it. It's kind of a gray, but it's, I don't know if y'all can see that. There's a window right here, so maybe that would help. It's really pretty, but I'm trying to figure out if I should pick a contrast color to go with it to make those skeins go further. Let me put a picture of this one up. Yeah, so I was thinking about stitching at least, if I stitch the house in another color, then I should have, and that should free up enough thread that I can do the rest of it all in black and not worry about it. So I'm thinking about either just doing the house a different color, or instead of trying to pick where I would put the contrast colors. So I might ask around on Instagram. So if you follow me on Instagram, look out for that, because some of you have really, really good opinions and better ideas on color than I do. So there we go. Okay. What's next? Well, I'll save this one for last, I guess, or maybe not. Okay. Long Dog Samplers. They're my favorite, okay? And Whip Go, I'm going to talk about Whip Go again. It's a game led by Jessie Marie Does Stuff, and you make a bingo board for your whips, and then she calls 2 numbers every month. So I'm getting set up for October, and the 2, well, of course I didn't bring the second one down here, but the first one is Live and Let Live, that for me that got called, is Live and Let Live from Long Dog Samplers. And I love this because it's like very close to completion. I'm just over 70% now, so the finish is totally within reach. you know, for October, and I'm feeling motivated about it. It's gorgeous, and it's on 36 count, so it's not that hard. So I mean it is kind of a pain to stitch on 40 and above, I will admit that. But the good thing about that is when you go back to 36 count, it feels much easier, you know? So I love stitching on 36 count with one strand, and yes, if you've noticed, I already put the date in at the top because I needed to do it for the spacing of the motifs outside and my initials down at the bottom as well. I'm kind of filling in there because it was just wider than the charted, her initials that she puts in, Jewel's lines initials when she puts them in the pattern, you know what I mean? So I went ahead and dated it 2022, and I just need to finish up the last 30%. Hold on, let me take a picture for the thumbnail. Let me get a good one. Oh, see, that kind of puts my, this is 36 count murmur. Okay, cheese. Okay, murmur from Picture This Plus, and that's kind of a, it's just got a bare peachy undertone, you know. It's very nice. I like it. And I'm using the called for Gentle Arts threads for that one. And these are some nice vintagey looking colors, but also they're, you know, there's some warm browns and yellows and greens. So I thought that made pretty good fall colors too. So I'm really have high expectations for that one over October. But I had one more start because Long Dog Samplers, where did I put it? They release patterns, it seems like quarterly, at least 2 patterns every quarter. So this latest one, it's just a start, but I couldn't resist it. It's called, is it called Dragon Hall or Hall of the Dragon? I'll have to put it up there, you know, but it you know, because we've been watching the new Game of Thrones prequel and enjoying it, I guess. And anyway, so I've been trying to find dragon related projects to work on, and so this one was not House of the Dragon, that is the name of the prequel, the Dragon Hall or whatever by Long Dog Samplers, and it's going to be on 40 count. Let me see, isn't that cute? It's got one of those wild tons and tons of raven. If you stitch on Long Dog Samplers, she loves to use the raven from Gentle Arts. So if you plan to stitch Long Dog Samplers, just plan to order a bunch of raven, because the raven is, I love it because it's not just black. It's not just plain black. I'll try to get a good, if you can see it, it's got a green sheen to it, you know, like a raven. See if I can get it to focus or show some light or anything. It just looks black to me right now, but it's a fabulous neutral, and I've got hoity-toity right over here. I may have to show you guys that, because it's got this big black thick border with the bright Gentle Arts colors in the middle, and at this point, that to me, it just looks like classic Long Dog Sampler. I mean, it just looks, if I saw one of these black borders like that, I would say, oh, that's got to be a Long Dog Sampler, okay? Just to let you know, identifying characteristics. So my last cross stitch whip I want to show you, I haven't started, well, I did start working on it this year, but I was saving it for October, And this one was one we started last year called Haunted Halloween. Haunted Halloween House Sampler, maybe. And it's by Twin Peak Primitives. And it is a sampler, and it's got this beautiful, let me put a picture of it up there so you guys can see the whole thing, and then I'll show you where I'm at. It's not that big. I mean, this is 40 count. 40 count Bellini from Color and Cotton. Yeah, I don't really like the way the light is looking in here, but we'll just have to deal with it today. And it's got this really beautiful winding vine of a border. That's oranges and grays, and there's gonna be a lot of black. I'm using my black silk again. Let me just get out this mess of a floss ring. Okay, so I'll show you what I've got. This is this is some DMC 720. This is the decoration. This is from Crafty Cat Stitcher on Etsy. Black silk from Silks for You. I think this is Deep Forest, Gentle Arts, Fragrant Cloves, and Garden Gate, and then there's just some more DMC to fill it in. I think that's all the colors I need. I haven't gone through it this year to see exactly what I need to finish it, but that's where I was when I left it last year. So that should take me through the end of October. Really, where did I put that thing? Right there, under my butt. Okay. That, this will give me something good to work on for Halloween. I'm so excited because tonight we're gonna watch Hocus Pocus 2. Okay, so I plan to work on my Haunted Halloween House sample. I don't have a specific Hocus Pocus whip, but I'm looking forward to watching that with my daughters and working on some Halloween stuff. Okay, so that about covers it for cross stitch. And at this point, I'm gonna go upstairs and show you some diamond painting. So if I say goodbye to you now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a second. Hey guys, it's a couple hours later and I didn't have time to sit down and do another face-to-face chat about diamond painting, but I still wanted to show you what I've been working on. And this is Wonder Woman 1984 from Diamond Art Club. And she is amazing. I think I'm going to be finishing her next. I started at the bottom and I've been going upwards, and I'm just about to get to the most exciting part, I think, which is, you know, her facial features and her hair and the pinks and the purples. So I saved what I thought would be the most interesting part for last. And yeah, this is all the new drills. I'm going to do a close-up of them so I can show you exactly what I'm talking about. But it's got a real uniform appearance and shine on those drills. If you can see, there's they're all the same. This is really close. They're all the same facets now. They used to have two different facets, and in non-Diamond Art Club projects, you'll still get those two facets on the gems. They're different, you know, but you know, you can tell the difference. These drills, I think, have more of a wet shine to them, as opposed to just like, I don't know, just sparkles. So I'm just saying, these new kits are really nice. And she's 67 colors, but there's no like confetti, real confetti. It's all grouped together. And like the artist is Mandie Manzano, and she has those black outlines and everything. So anyway, I love her. I really want to find a nice framing job for her, but it'll probably, I don't know, if I can finish this year, you know, before Christmas, that would make me happy. This is a warning and spoiler alert because I did start the mystery kit from the mystery box. If you saw that unboxing that I did, I did decide to start it, and because it was dragon themed, and I told you I've been working on dragon themed projects as much as I can. So I've been working on this mystery kit. This is the first, meaning that it's on a white background with black symbols, okay? I'll show you a little zoomed in portion here. Okay, that's what the canvas looks like. But, so I do like the challenge of the black and white canvases, and you can see just a bare amount, I guess, of canvas through there, but I could do a better job of straightening my diamonds too. But they don't have that's what one of the things that's tough about this particular mystery canvas is that there's no grids on this. So the diamonds are just kind of floating around, you know what I mean, until you finally finish it. So I've started the dragon. This is the dragon's tail right here. Other than that, he's on some kind of big burning building. And it's kind of tough to get through because the colors are not my favorite, honestly. So I'm trying to balance this out with something that's completely different so that it keeps my interest and keeps me going. And I'm still going to try to stick with this, through the end of the season of House of the Dragon. But other than that, I'll show you what I started to counteract the dark, dull colors of this this diamond kit. Okay. And this is my latest start, which is called The Gaze by Deborah Malcom. And it has special drills that are also like pearl drills that are gonna go in here along the areas. So it got me really excited, especially being around. They're all my favorite colors, pink, purple, turquoise, teal, blue. And of course there's this fabulous woman, in profile. And I love it. So the background has like a watercolor effect. This is around, I don't know if I said that, it's 26 by 20 inches. And I'm excited to get to her face in the next column, but I have to finish this one up first. And yes, like I said, this balances out my dragon, my dragon one. And it's incredibly sparkly. Now, one thing I'm not sure if this is a new thing for Diamond Art Club, but I've noticed that this round diamond canvas has no guide circles in it. You know what I'm saying? So it's, again, there's no grids, there's no guide circles. And so the diamonds are just kind of like, I described it as floating around until you get them together enough, an area that's covered enough. There, you just are placing in generally over the symbol, and it is a nicer overall effect. Like if there's a guide circle there, then your diamond has to be very, very accurately placed on that guide circle. You know what I mean? And when there's not a guide circle there, it gives you just a little bit more room to play around or not have to be so OCD about it. You know what I mean? So I like it so far. I did actually message Diamond Art Club and ask them if they were going to be, if they're producing canvases, the rounds now, without guide circles, and they implied that yes, this was an upgrade to the canvases, and this was one of the newest. I just got this one, I don't know how long ago it was, but it was like a month ago or less. So yes, I'm looking forward to finishing this one. It's gonna be gorgeous. I think it's gonna look gorgeous in a silver frame. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed that little vlog about my diamond painting. I just couldn't get it together or felt like being on camera again at the end of the day, but I'm glad that I got to share with you guys. I'm starting to get a little of a rhythm as far as how I like to make my update videos, you know, especially being a diamond painter and a cross stitcher at the same time, you know. So thanks for watching, thanks for subscribing, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.